What's kind of your bye week approach? Is anything different for you in a week like this where you don't have a game to look forward to on Saturday?
Not a whole lot. I mean, maybe we get a couple more reps in just because we don't have a game on Saturday, but not a whole lot in the change or in the approach mentally for me.
Anything different in conditioning rehab on a bye week? I mean, can you do more to kind of get your body back to where it needs to be?
Well, obviously having Saturday off is another day to recover. But other than that, I don't know how it changes much. I think it's just the same approach, just another week to get better.
You guys did a great job in special teams on Saturday. Is that a group that you guys are really feeling like is going to have a big season for you guys?
Yeah, all phases of the game, but special teams specifically, we've kind of identified a couple things that we could do better each week, and things are starting to fall in place.
We talked earlier about you sort of incorporating a little bit of wiggle and more of your athleticism into your returns because you were more of a straight-ahead guy last year, and you said that was something you were looking at, and obviously that showed on the return. How's that played out for you this year?
Well, I've only gotten a couple opportunities to get the ball, but it's worked out well. I feel more comfortable back there already. Patience has been helping me, not just grabbing it and running straight to where I think the hole is going to be, kind of letting things develop and letting the blocks be made, because guys aren't always exactly where they're supposed to be in terms of like the kickoff team. They could be running down in a different spot than we expected or anticipated, and just kind of letting the block set up and finding out where the hole is going to open up.
When you're hurdling guys, when you're returning, is that just muscle memory? Like something's in front of me, must jump over it?
I don't know. Like specifically at BYU, when I did that, I figured there was nowhere else for me to go. I couldn't cut back. He was kind of in my lane, and if he was going to go high, I was just going to, I guess, take the hit. But he went low, and I don't know. It's not like premeditated or anything.
On the 89-yarder, how soon did you know that you had a hole that you were going?
Almost right away. I saw it open up and made eye contact with the kicker, and knew that I just had to make him miss, and then I could probably outrun a couple people to the end zone.
Did you get on Nico that he let a punter slow him down?
We talked a little bit. Not too much. I'll talk to him a little bit more.
What would you like to see the defense shore up here during the bye week? Are there anything specific that you guys will be really honing in on?
Just being able to stay focused the full length of the game. We kind of lost focus a little bit towards the end of this game. Some other guys got into play, but we still got to attack it like we're it's 0-0 every drive, and just kind of be more mentally focused, being prepared for the next step before it happens.
Do you feel the expectations around here starting to shift? I mean, you guys are 3-0, but it doesn't seem like anybody's real satisfied.
Definitely. One thing I saw or that I enjoyed today was our position coach is out recruiting right now, so we had Wilcox run our position meeting, and he called it, what did he call it, Truth Mondays or something. He kind of gave us all something, no matter how well any of us played, just something we can all work on and kind of fine-tune our game. And I liked that. It was a nice change of pace and gave me a couple things to improve and work on this week.
With just the number of turnovers and takeaways you guys have as a group, are the defensive backs, are you guys feeling more confident as the season goes on?
I'd say so, and we just got to work on starting fast and finishing fast, because we've had some struggles on certain drives and just miscommunication and things like that. But confidence is definitely building. It becomes a lot easier when you have like a lot of good people around you, people that know what they're doing. It's easy to be confident when the guy next to you is going to do their job.
What do you say to Funchess on a play like this? You had to highball it and make the catch, but you got some pressure on the quarterback. Do you give him half of that pick, or how does that work?
So we get Snickers, and I offered it to him, but he thought I needed it more than he did, so let me have that one.
You get Snickers for a pick? Is that it?
We do. I'm not sure how it works, but on Mondays we meet as a defensive unit, and it's kind of like, I think sacks get it. I'm not sure how the scoring system works, but they gave me one for my interception, and Sponge sits right in front of me. I kind of tapped him with it, and he brushed it off.
Is it always a Snickers?
So far,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
So how many are those given out?
I don't know. It depends on how many plays we're making.
All right, you guys good?
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you so much.